everyone, welcome once again to Decency Royal Fashion. Today we want to go ahead and sew the senator wear that we cut in our previous video. Now this is my front panel and this is my back panel, as you can see. So please, if you have not watched the previous video on how to cut this senator wear, please do so. It's very detailed and explanatory. Do so that you understand everything that we are going to do here. Now the first thing to do now is to insert our pocket. This is the front panel. Remember the notches that we gave for our pocket when cutting it. Now the next thing you're going to do is to pick one of your pockets, place it just a bit above the notches that we made in our previous video, just a bit. Now remember, this is the second notch, so I'm going to place it like that. So I'm going to go ahead and sew from this first notch and stop at the second notch, just like this. Okay, let me just use my pin and secure it. So now after sewing, this is what you will have. You flip it this way. And see the notches that we made. You flip it this way and top stitch with ½ inch. You top stitch here with ½ inch. I'm going to do that. I will first sew the other part and then flip it this way and top stitch. I will be right back. So as you can see, I'm through sewing it. You can see our result. You can see. So the next thing to do is to flip it to the back side, the wrong side. As you can see, look at this, is our pocket now, lying this way. So you are going to look at it. You are going to fold it this way, fold the right side this way. Now the next thing is to secure this down part. So you are going to start from where your stitches stop with ½ inch. Close this down. So I'm going to go ahead and do it. I will be right back. As you can see, I'm done sewing it. So the next thing to do is to turn it inside. Let the this right side go inside. You want to top stitch. After turning it this way, you can still go ahead and top stitch. But if you don't want, you can leave it that way. So as it is now, exactly the same thing I did here, I'm going to do it to the second panel to the second front panel. So I will be right back when I'm done with that one too. As you can see, I'm done top stitching this down part. So what I did here, after this, I placed my the two fronts facing each other, the right side facing each other. So when you place it like that, you're going to sew the crouch this way. You do the same thing to the back panel. I've already done it. Right side facing each other this way, and you sew here. Now the next thing to do is to open up the front this way and open the back. You are going to place it right side facing each other this way. And you are going to run a stitch. You're going to run a stitch down. You do the same thing with the other side. Run a stitch down. So I'm going to run the stitch and I will come back and show you the next thing to do next. So we are through with the joining of the side, the two sides. As you can see, our cloth is forming. So the next thing to do is to close this side. You're going to hold it this way, run a stitch to your crouch, do the same thing to this side, do the same thing to this side down. So after closing like so the next thing to do now is to close the hair down. So when you close here down, you now go back to your waist. Remember the 1.5 inches that we put for our elastic. So we are going to fold it this way. You measure it, measure 1.5. You fold it so that you pass your elastic inside. So I'm going to sew this side and also fold the waist side for our elastic passage. Then I will now bring it to show you. So as you can see, I'm done with the waistline. I folded it, so it's now I will open one place where I can insert my elastic. Thereafter I will close it back. Then I went ahead and fold my down part, the round bottom, as you can see. So the trouser is set now. Let's go ahead and start the top. Okay, since we are through with our senator trouser, we are going to go ahead and start the top, the senator top. Okay, the first thing we are going to do now for the top is to iron and stay to the placket, to the front placket. Remember, it's only the back that has yoke, so we are going to use the front. We are going to pipe the front. So I'm going to show you how to iron your stay. Now this is your front placket. You turn the wrong side. I've cut out my stay already, so this is the size of the placket that I want. So I'm going to place it this way. Remember, you will leave like half an inch here, half an inch. If you can manage something smaller than that, fine, but half an inch is okay. As you can see, there is no light. I'm going to make use of this stove iron. So what you are going to do is to bend this both end, bend there and also bend this side. When you finish that, you are going to bend this other side half inch also inside, bend it and iron it straight down. Okay, I'm going to do that now, then we'll show you the next step. So as you can see, I'm done with that one. So the next step is for you to flip it this way. You have to remain small so that you will use it in ironing it to the, in sewing it to the cloth. Just small, like quarter of an inch or half inch, whatever you want. You now iron it again. As you can see, our placket is ready. It's that simple. When you want to attach it to the cloth, you can give the shape. If it is V, you can bend it this way, bend it this way to give you a V shape. And you can iron it if you want. So that is it about it. So we are going to go ahead and pipe the front neck using a front piping. You can go ahead and iron everything so that your sewing will be very easy. So I'm going to pin this to the front. This is our front, and this is the facing. This is how you're going to pipe it. I think it's too big. I'm going to reduce it a bit. So you're going to start it from the back. Place it like this. Pin. You can pin it round before you start the sewing. Let me pin it first. So I'm done pinning my neck piping now. Remember, you place it in the wrong side. So after, I'm going to run a stitch round. When I'm through, I'm going to flip it to the front side. I'm going to flip it to the front side this way, and then run a stitch also. So I'm coming back. Let me do that, then I will show you the outcome. So as you can see, I'm done piping the front neck. So the next thing now is to go ahead and place the yoke, the back yoke. Use the back yoke to do the neck turning. So what you need to do, so that it will not stress you much, is to iron this down this way. So as you can see, I'm done ironing the down of the yoke. So what I will do, this is my back panel. So I'm going to turn the wrong side this way, then pick my yoke. Look at this is the right side of the yoke. Place the right side of the yoke to the material. Let it face the wrong side of the material. This is the wrong side, and this is the right side of my yoke facing the wrong side of the material. Then I'm going to run a stitch here. I'm coming. Let me run a stitch and show you the outcome. So I'm done sewing. So I went ahead and do my notching so that it will balance when I flip it. So when you are through, you just to flip it to the right side this way. Flip it this way to the right side. You can see the outcome. You can place your iron and iron it as well. You can see. So the next thing to do now is to join the shoulder. Okay, before we join the shoulder, let's first of all finish with the front placket. So you're going to iron this very well. You iron it very well. When you finish, you fold it into two in order to get your midpoint, the front midpoint, because we are going to slit it from there. So after ironing, you open it. As you can see, the line there has shown the center front. So we are going to slit it open. So it's a child. I'm going to make use of 6. I'm going to make use of 6 for the opening. So I'll chalk my 6 here. I'm going to slit it open. I will fold it back and open it carefully. You must not make mistake at this point. I'm done opening the front. So So the next thing is to pipe this other side. I'm going to pipe this other. So this is the piping. This is what I want to use it to pipe. Now the way it is, this other side, when you place it like this, look at it. This other side is where you place your placket, and this other side is where you do the piping. So we are going to turn it this way. When you turn it this way, this is where you are going to pipe. You place it this way on the wrong side. Remember to fold this edge inside like so. Fold it like so before you now place it at the beginning, the edge. So when you place it, you are going to run a stitch down to this particular place. So when you reach here, you are going to notch it so that it will not twist. I'm going to go ahead and sew it and show you the outcome. So when you sew it from the back side finish, you're going to flip it to the front, just like the way we pipe our neck. So you flip it this way to the front. Let me go ahead and sew it and show you the outcome. So I'm through with the piping. As you can see, after everything, I flip it to the front and run a stitch. Then look at it here, the remaining one where this your cutting stop, that's where you are going to notch. You're going to put scissors and notch it this way. You can see my notch. You notch it this way. Now this remaining one, I'm going to push it inside like so. As you can see, it's inside now. So I'm going to go ahead with the placket. Now the placket, you are going to turn it this way. Don't be confused on the side to use. If you open it this way, this is wrong. You are going to turn it. This one is going to face this side like so. So you are going to pull it like this. Place this part together with the wrong side. Let the wrong side, the right side of your placket, kiss the wrong side. Make sure you set it well. So I'm going to pin it first to secure it. Let me pin it and show you the outcome. So as you can see, I'm done pinning it. So if you pin it and you bring it this way, you discover that this place will be squeezing. So what you will do to it, when you run your stitch, when you sew it down to this place, you are going to notch this end point as well, so that your placket will balance. It will balance, to be very balanced without showing twisting of a thing. And look at this. So after sewing, you're going to push this one inside. Now place it this way, and run a stitch also. You can see this one because I did not notch it. Look at the way it is. But once I notch it now, you will see that you will not see anything like this. Everywhere will be flat and balanced. So let me go ahead and sew this place so that I can notch it and then flip it this way and sew it. From the wrong side, I flip it to the front. As you can see, this is my notch where my stitches stop. I notch the end. So the next thing to do is to push that your sewing, that inches that you sew, push it inside and close the placket like so. So I'm going to use my pin to secure it, because after sewing it, after pushing it inside, I'm still going to run a stitch to press it down so that it will stay like this. As you can see, there is no folding here anymore because of the notch. The notch get rid of that folding. So when you get to this end, here will determine what you want to use. whether you want it to remain this way or you want to give it a V shape. If it is a V shape, it's just for you to fold it this way, fold it this way. As you can see, it's giving out the shape. Then you place it and sew. Make sure you push everything inside so that it will not be showing. So I'm going to sew it straight down here, here, come this way and stop where I want my opening to stop. My opening will just be somewhere here, like so. So I'm going to sew all the way from here, come this way, take it up and stop here. Remember, you have to pass this place so that it will press it down. I'm going to stop mine here. Depending on what you want to do, if you wish your own should come off, fine, but be mindful of the neck of the person, that the cloth should be able to pass the person's head. So I'm stitch and come back and show you the outcome. So I'm done sewing it. As you can see from here down, I even went ahead to give my own design. Whatever design you want, you can give. You can leave it this way by stopping here. So the next step is to join the shoulders together. Now you must be very careful. This part need carefulness. If not, you made a mistake. Now you first of all place your back material this way. As you can see, this is the wrong side. The wrong side will face up. Then you carry your front, place on it, wrong side facing each other. Place it like so. Now look at our back yoke here. So what you need to do is to flip the back yoke this way. Place the two together like this. As you can see, place the two sides together like this. Then you are going to use the yoke on to cover it from the front, meaning that the yoke part is going to come to the front. Now you can see. So this is how you are going to sew it. You are going to run a stitch here. You do the same thing to this other shoulder. Then when you finish the two, you now flip your yoke back to the back panel so that you can sew the yoke on the back panel. So now I'm going to stitch the three of them together like this. The yoke panel first, the center front, and the center and the back panel. So let's sew it. I believe you understand. If you don't understand, you can go ahead and drop your comment on the comment section, then I will reply to it. So I'm coming back, going to do the same thing to this side, sew it, and then flip it to the back. I will be right back. Sewing this place and this place. So I'm going to throw my back yoke back to the back. Look at it. The reason why you join it this way is for it to cover all your rough work. As you can see, look at the front side. Everywhere, all your work will be so smooth. You can see. Now look at it. We are going to drag it downward to be at equal length with the back. You can see our slanting is now dropping to the front. You can see. So now we are going to sew this particular yoke to the back. So now we are done with our shoulder. We are going to sew a yoke, but before you do that, you are going to open it this way so that what you are sewing will be straight. Going to keep it this way and run a stitch this way to the end. Then I will go ahead and do that and show you the results. As you can see, I'm done sewing the yoke, the back yoke. You can see the outcome. It's very neat. So the next thing to do is to go ahead and put the front pocket. If you want to put for pocket, it's optional. With me, I want to put my pocket. I've already ironed my pocket down. So what I will do is to measure from this place down 5 inches. You know, the back panel is excess, so it will still drop. 1.5 inches is still going to drop, so I'm taking 5 inches. If it is adult, you can take 7 inches from this place. So this is 5 inches. Then from this placket to my pocket will be 1 inch. 1 inch. So I have my 1 inch here. This is my 1 inch, and this is my 5 inches. This is my 5 inches, and this is my 1 inches. I'm going to first of all secure it with a pin so that when I want to sew it, it will not shift. You can see it's very important you iron it first before you place it, so that it will not be stressful. So this is it. I'm going to sew it and bring it for you to see the outcome. Don't forget 5 inches, and this is 1 inches. If it is adult, this way can give it 1.5 inches or 2 inches. So I'm going to go ahead and sew it and bring it for you to see the outcome. So I'm done sewing the pocket. You can see the pocket is very beautiful, looking nice. Now the next thing to do is to drag it down so that the two armhole will start from the same point. So when you drag it down, you have something like this. You are going to notch it. This excess, you can go ahead and trim it out to be accurate. Then you notch it where your sleeve will start. You do the same thing with the other side. Arrange it, make sure they start at the same place. Then you also notch. So the next thing is to put the sleeve. I'm going to put the sleeve and join the side. Make sure when you want to do it, you turn it to the wrong side. This is how you turn it to the wrong side. You open your sleeve, that place you notch, you place your sleeve this way, you sew it. You do the same thing. So after putting the sleeve, you are going to join the side. Please don't join the side before joining the sleeve. It will stress you. So the first thing to do is to join the sleeve. After joining the sleeve, then you now join your side. I'm going to join the sleeve and join my side and bring it and show you. We are done with the sleeve. As you can see, I've joined the sleeve to both sides and went ahead and joined my side. Remember, I added 2 inches, one for ease and one for the shaping. So this is my allowance. I did not sew it to the end because it has opening, side opening. So I stop it somewhere. I want my opening to be like 5 inches or so. So what I'm going to do next is to fold this small and then fold it to my 2 inches that I added as my aiming allowance. So after aiming this down, I'm going to go ahead and aim my slit this way, aim it this way. so that it will be smooth. Aim it this way. Do the same thing with this other side. Okay, let me go ahead and do it and bring it for you to see the outcome. As you can see, this is how my slate will look like. So let me go ahead and aim it and show you the outcome. As you can see, this is the final look. This is the final look. You can see it's very beautiful. So the next thing for you to do now is to can iron it again and put your pressing button here. Press it here. Two will be okay. One here, and your cloth is set. And see our trouser. I have fixed our elastic. You can see. So you too can try it. You'll come out with something perfect. So thanks so much for watching the video. Try it. You will also have a good result. Thanks so much.